Hello? Awesome, you can hear me. Hold on, I need to make sure. Oh, I didn't have it. I had my desktop muted. That's a good thing. Now people can hear you on my stream.
Yay, hello.
Yeah, I don't have any viewers at the moment, but that's okay. We're not doing this for the viewers. At least I'm not.
Yeah, I suppose we're gonna, well, I should probably share the link on the Discord real quick, at least. But yeah, this like multi-Twitch thing just shows multiple streams in one page.
Gotcha. Big fat nothing. Johnny with the important questions. All right, so we want to drop that in like the creators channel. Probably in
Yeah,
probably in Pixel Game Engine too, because nobody watches the creators channel.
fair.
Keep wanting to go to a different application. All right. So I'm like so well thought out about how this is gonna work. I'm so
Mhm.
like, yeah. I the only actual thing that I know is like we're starting from basically the same point, and it's
Mhm.
done when it's at a state that it's releasable. Basically, for people who are just now joining or will join or will watch this later on, uh, how do you pronounce your name, by the way?
You can just call me Sig.
Sig? Okay, all right. So, Sig approached me privately about the PegX. This is the LLC PegX Mini Audio. It's a very light abstraction over top of Mini Audio, which is a very, very awesome audio library. It's basically the brainchild of Macron. He's got a Discord server and the Git repo. It's very well documented. There's a lot of really cool features, and it pretty much works out of the box on pretty much anything that it supports. It supports Windows, Linux, Mac OS, iOS, Android, and Emscript, and all of it just out of the box, and it just works. It's really cool. Um, what I've done is I've made a PegX, which is for those not aware. There's a community called the One Lone Coder. They've got this thing called the Pixel Game Engine, which makes it really easy to put things up on the screen, pixels, drawing things, and all that sort of stuff. But you can extend it, and this is an extension that allows us to use Mini Audio to give it sound. Now that the backstory is out of the way, SIG approached me privately because it doesn't support one of the actual core features of the Pixel Game Engine, which is called the Resource Packs. Resource packs are basically, for the layman, I'm gonna say, basically they're zip files. Basically, you get without the compression. It's an archive. You put your assets into it, and then you load it up without having all of the files separate when you deploy. It's a useful thing, and it's something that the PegX lacks. Sig approached me, said, "Hey, you know," and now my brain scrams on me. Basically he came to me and said, "Hey, um, I'd like this feature to be there," and I agree. And then something hit me. I'm like, light bulb, you know. Yeah, it'd be great content. We both think it's something simple. We both are realizing it's probably not as simple as we're thinking. And that makes great content. And I thought, hey, maybe we race, you know, just for fun, you know. Winner gets, I don't know, respect.
Woo! More
Yeah.
internet points.
Internet points, yes. Um, all right, that's pretty much all I got. As far as the rules go, when we start, we start. The finish is when not only does it function with the resource packs, but it also is like in a state that is ready for release. That's basically what we've agreed on. Am I right there?
Yep.
Okay. And that's basically all I got. Do you got anything you want to say? Introduce yourself, talk about something?
Uh, no, not really. Other than let's uh, let's get on with it.
Get on with it. Okay. All right. So, um,
We are starting from the same place. We have like a repo checked out with the pack itself and of course, the PegX itself and a couple of demos to make sure it runs. Oh, it does have to run at least on Windows, Linux, and scripting. That should be
uh,
a given, I think.
yeah. Well, I think like you're developing on Windows, right?
Correct.
All right. The tests build firm scripting. So if it compiles, I suspect I don't know if compiling is enough though. Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Well, I
Yeah.
would hope it actually works in web too.
Well, the thing is like just relying on the Git workflow, I don't think is going to be the deciding factor. You know what I mean?
Right.
We can't. Oh, it builds. Oh, great, done. Check mark. No.
I would
uh,
say at least we notify each other when we think we're done, and then maybe like you can throw it my way, I'll see how it goes on my system, or I can throw it your way, you can make sure it works on your system. Because I do have I can build him script in, I can run it on my Linux machine. I don't know if you have a Windows machine
I, I
handy.
I don't. Not even close. Um,
Okay, so I feel
but
like that's a fair thing to do.
like I feel like the resource packs they're not particularly heavy on like OS dependent code. So I don't imagine like if it works on Linux, chances are it's going to work on Windows natively as well.
Yeah, I would hope so.
I hope so too. Well, we'll find out, won't we?
Yep.
All right, so this is where we part ways. Do you want
Mm-hmm.
to do a countdown and shut down the call, or do you want me to do it?
Sure. I
All
will
right.
count down. All right, we go on go in three, two, one, go.
All righty. And we're off. Okay, so I got a sneaking hunch that I thought it was going to be simple. So like if you take a look at the way Pixel Game Engine does the resource packs, go ahead and look at that, the resource pack. All right, and specifically the way it loads Sprite. Actually, we want to look at Sprite. All right, so load from image. So let's go ahead and go to that. Load image resource. Let's go to that. Sure. Okay. So, okay, so if we don't have, so if we have a resource pack, then we're loading it from, we're using this resource buffer to get the buffer by the file name and all that stuff. So, all right. So, I'm going to go ahead and come in here and load up a resource pack. So let's go ahead and we'll see resource pack. Uh, pack. Actually, we want this to be part of the app. Pack equals new. Oh, let's see. Source pack. And then is it the file? How do we load it? I've forgotten how to resource pack. Okay, so you construct it and then you load it. Okay. Yeah, it's been a minute. Okay, so pack equals new, and then you go pack load pack, and then the file. So there'll be assets slash pack.pack, I believe is the name of it. It is. All right, and then the key, super secure, guys. Key. Okay. Okay, so all right, I'm gonna go ahead. Let's see here. Let's take a look at that make file quick. Linux. All right, if I tell it to make demo, then I should be able to make demo, right? Just demo, make demo. Oh, this is already gonna be a slow turnaround time, I can already tell. All right. So that didn't give us any problems. Let's go ahead and there is something that is drastically. Don't give up, Moros. Hello, people from the chat. How's it going? There is something slowing down my computer, and I don't like it. Okay. And it does load. Perfect. Well, that'll do it. It was trying to do a parity check right in the middle of all of my stuff. Yay. That was good. Okay. Let's see what happens this time. Okay. All right, so the pack loads. So that means that we want to go ahead and pass the pack into that. Which is going to break that because I need to implement that. All right, so in load sound, we want to um, okay, so this is going to be our first challenge. This is the first boss right here because we assume that we're initializing from a file, but the resource pack will give us a resource buffer which has the memory itself. So yeah. All right, so let's go to where the image loader. Image loader. That we can see where, so the image file, I like that. I like that we could just copy and paste stuff. Totally, totally not stealing other people's code at all. All right. So we do this and then if heck equal null pointer, throw that in here, comment it out because right now we're not actually doing anything with it. Why is that doing that? Why is all of the formatting? All right. And then else. Okay, so now I need to look at the documentation and see um, how we load sounds with mini audio stuff. So I need to look at the documentation. Time to read the docs. All right. So go ahead and look for a sound. Let's see if they have like in it from data source. So this is going to be extremely not fun for you guys because I think not in words usually. All right. Surely this is a solved problem, so I'm going to go to the source. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to be looking at a Discord server, which means that I can't actually show this to you. But the um, the Discord server for Mini Audio has a lot of really good resources on it, and I go there frequently when I need help. And I usually just use Discord search function, so okay. So I have to, okay, right. All right, so we want the MA coder, init memory. Hey, and we want init memory. Right, or a block. Let's see if IntelliSense can help us out here. Okay. Pointer, size of the data, device config? That, wait, okay, I need to look at the decoder configuration. Okay, so the decoder configuration. Da, 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 should match. Okay, that's going to have to match the other configurations. So, yeah, Javid. So they don't have one that's like a 1-for-1 with the rest of it. Okay, so sample rate, and we assume channels is 2. So let's take a look. Da, 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 da. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab that. All right. So which means that we want to have this at the ready. So this would be the path. And then here's where we want the rb dot the memory dot data. Oh, I think okay. And then so sound. then the data source would be decoder. Flags. And then sound. Sound is that. Okay. All right, let's take a look at what this, what is P group? P group. Okay, so I'm not even using it for, okay. I'm nulling it anyway, so that doesn't matter. Good. Awesome. Okay, so all right, so if that's initialized at that point, then we want to deinitialize the decoder afterwards, right? So MA decoder. All right, I'm going to, why the hell, why, All right, all right, scroll bars exist for a reason. They should not disappear on you. Stupid. All right, samples. All right, just show me where it's used. All right, device started. Here it is. This is what I'm after. Okay. And that we don't need. What's the format? Okay, so that matches. That matches. Okay, good. All right, so far, I think we're styling. All right, so now that's one down. So that implements this, but not the one-offs. So I'm just going to go ahead and build that and see if that works. Because now we're passing it a pack, which means that when it comes in here, it's not a null pointer. We know that it's not a null pointer because we actually checked that it's loaded. I suppose I could put like some sort of assertion there, but I'm not going to. Not now. We don't need this. You know what, but I'm going to keep it just for reference. All right, so the decoder configuration, float 32, 2 channels, sample rate, which is set in the constructor, decoder, initialize it from memory. We give it the pointer to the first one. It might complain about casting, maybe? It shouldn't. Does data return a inline char? Interesting. And that just takes a void star. I wonder if I have to cast that as a void star. Okay, well, we'll find that out in a second here. All right, so let's go ahead and build it and run it and see if it breaks. Because at this point, if my reasoning is sound, this should work. While we're waiting for that to build, I'm going to take a look at the chat. There's nobody chatting. Do I have anybody with us? We have Johnny, we have Evan. Hello. Okay, and Zeg Fault. Things just got real. Okay, so something is happening. I wonder if it's because we try to free it right away. I might have to. I may have to make the decoder. I wonder if I have to, if the decoder has to remain with the sound. That might be a problem. All right, so let's just haphazardly. It is not up to date. How dare you? Because we're editing a header file. Let this to be a lesson to all of you people who are aspiring to make header libraries. It's a pain in the neck when you change them. All right, while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and take a look at the chats, the various chats. And we got another seg fault. All right. And I am not set up for debugging at all right now. All right. So okay. And it's not throwing an exception either. That's fun. Let's go ahead and do an early return and see what happens. Just go return 1. Is it when it tries to play it that it causes problems? It's not throwing an exception, so everything is looking like it should, I guess. Still seg faulting. Hmm. Very interesting. So the problems I'm having. Okay, so there's nothing I'm doing wrong there. Assets pack. Assets sounds song one. Assets sounds song one. Mm. Okay. Hey, hey. Ah! Yes! Okay. Okay. Oh, maybe not. I didn't save. Ah! Might have been a false celebration. Might have been a false celebration. It was a false celebration. Son of a gun. Okay. And I had such high hopes. Alright, it's doing something. Okay. Um, okay, so it's loading that. Okay. So the resource pack is working. Hmm. Feel like I've been here before. Instance out of range. Actor. Hmm. Okay. I know what went wrong. I'm an idiot. I wanted it to shut down right away, but it didn't. So it's yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. So we get here and it loads fine. Okay, so for some reason it's giving an ID of 0, and I don't think it's supposed to give an ID of 0. So let's go ahead and try it without the pack and see what happens. Okay, no, it gives an ID of 0. Of course. Welcome back. I'm not actually watching his stream, so I have no idea. He could be done by now and I wouldn't know. Okay. All right, so it makes it there. Okay, it manages to make it all the way through the loading process. All right, well, obviously something is not working. Yeah. That was for you, Javid. Okay. Yeah. All right. I need to head out for just 2 seconds. So I'm gonna turn off my camera, mute my mic. I gotta open up my door. It's freaking getting hot in here. So I'll be right back in just a moment. And there we are. Zig's got a hex editor open. See, now I've got to wonder. Now I've got to wonder whether or not I'm being punked. Okay. 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 That's loaded. Engine, coder, zip. Is it because of the flag? Do I need to decode it if it's already from a decoder? I wonder. Huh. Okay. Well, we both thought this would be simple. So everything's fine and everything's fine. Hmm. Well, it's just that I don't understand how I can get results like okay, so walking through what's happening, we know we're loading the pack. We know that the sound is loaded because not only does it give us the size of the file, but it tells us like if we take a look at all right, they are a match byte for byte for the size. All right. It's encoded with a key of key, which I've set. So as far as the resource pack is concerned, it's loaded. So now we come into the code for the loader. So if pack is not null, we start doing this. Now we come in here and we've guaranteed, we know that this works. So I don't have to fudge around with this anymore. This returns 0, which indicates success. This also returns 0, which indicates success. I don't understand what the problem is. And when I take away MP3, like, is that what it is? All right, so here's the thing. So it's not the okay. So I don't know what an MP3 file is supposed to look like, but what I do know is that when I compile, like, this is the same file that I've been using in all of my demos this whole time. So this is a proven works file. Like, if we go to the demonstration, where yeah, give me a second. Um, so the first byte ought to be FF. Right. Well, that's lovely. -1 would be FF, wouldn't it? Of course. Sometimes I really hate IO streams. I just want to print a frickin' number. Huh. What the fuck? All right. FFFBE044. FFBBE044. First 4 bytes in the resource pack are legit. Did that? Wait. Oh, man. If what I suspect is true, this is gonna suck. We are falling victim to RAII. Okay. So what's happening here is we're getting the resource buffer. The resource buffer has the resource buffer constructor and a vector. When this goes out of scope here, it can't add it to here. Okay. How do I? Does it lose access to the memory completely? Do I have to? Do I have to copy the memory and then close it? Or do I have to add a resource buffer to the data type? Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. But wait. But getting the file buffer, that's not, hold on. That doesn't give me a pointer to the file buffer. That constructs a resource buffer and returns it. No. RAII is why we're having problems. That's what I meant. Like we're falling victim to RAII. I'm just trying to think of like this doesn't return a pointer. So I'm trying to like my C++ foo is not what it once used to be or will ever be in the future. I like it's not like I could just do this and be like, "Oh yeah, that'll give me an address to what's been created on the stack." Yeah, because this is all created on the stack, right? Right? Like this. Okay, I need to think. Ah, shut the hell up. Get away from me. Is this what's is this what standard move is for? Hold on. Let me guess. It needs it needs information I can't possibly have. Buffer. Can I just zero everything out? Um, yeah, I don't know how to do this stuff. This is beyond my ken. I don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah, the problem I'm having is that when you go into the resource pack to get the resource buffer, it doesn't return a pointer. It doesn't return it from uh yeah, it constructs it on the stack and returns it outright. I don't know how this works. I don't know where this exists. And it's constructing it using information I can't have from outside of the resource pack. Yeah. Yeah, I'm aware of that, but it's going out of scope, right? So when I do that here, it works just fine. But the problem is when we get down here, it's gone out of scope, and RAII is taking care of it because RAII has removed it because yeah. Now you're saying that's what the heap is for, but how the hell do I get this onto the heap? It doesn't return a pointer. I don't know how. There's C++ magic that I'm not aware of to get something from the stack onto the heap this way. I don't know how to do it. Yeah, but then I can't guarantee that that okay, so like it's in here. Okay, so I put it up here. Is that what you're saying? I so this isn't gonna bitch that it's not being constructed? Yeah, it's being it no default constructor exists. So I can't just do that. And this has to be called from in here because this guarantees that we have a resource pack in the first place. I, okay. So like all of my business logic is at the end of the file because it okay. I all right. All right. We're copying code. Okay, well, let's make sure that it works properly without the resource pack. And work it does. All right, now let's try it with it now. All right. Seg fault. Is it because I undo the coder again? Okay. We're still getting that. Now what I suspect is happening is that when it's going out of the scope of the function, the data that we're using that this is all pointing to is being invalidated by our AII because this is on the stack, not the heap, and I don't know how the hell to put this on the heap. Yeah, so there's one idea I have I prefer not is to just copy. God, that's inefficient as hell. Wait a second, but then our AI gets rid of this copy anyway. Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. Okay. Um, I need to, okay. I need to create memory on the heap. So let's go ahead and do this. Wait, wait, I can't do this, can I? Can I? Can I do that? And then we go, yeah, that's what I was, that's what I thought. I thought I would need mem copy. And then down here we use okay, we've got something, but it ain't pretty. I don't know if y'all can hear this when I play, but so it works, but something is amiss. Sorry. Sound size may not be initialized. What? What? Do I have a function called sound size or an object or something? No. God damn it. Pardon my French. This has to be a. That can't be right. Okay. It was just IntelliSense giving me hell. It had requests for zoom in. Wait. Wrong operator. Let's go backwards in time to when. Yeah, see. already I'm already bored with IntelliSense. This shouldn't be necessary, but at this point, I'm throwing spaghetti at the wall. Ah, it burns. Nope, that doesn't work. Well, it something isn't working. All right, so okay, we're gonna try something else. We are going flip this on its head. What did I just do that for? Why did I do that? I didn't need to do that. All right, so the sound. Where are we at here? Okay, so we block that out. Put the flag back over here. And then here, um, no, 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 no. How to read huge? No. No. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. So we don't want a vector. We want to have our own data. So we'll go char. We'll just copy and paste it from where we did it down here. Yeah. And then this will be size. That should do. And then file read to be sound data size. And then down here, we give it sound data. We give it size. And now we're doing this without the MA sound in it from file. Now we're editing it from a data source that we're loading directly from the from the file, bypassing the file loader, which should give us a one-to-one to what we're trying to do with here. Now, if this gives us the same sound as we were getting before, then there's something wrong with how I'm configuring the decoder in the first place. The only thing I can think of is that there's something I'm messing up with the decoder. Did I? I did not. I need to come away from the pack. Okay, brace yourselves. Okay. Okay, so it's a decoder problem. Oh, I did it in the wrong spot. Fuck. Okay, but it's not necessary. Okay, good to know. But I did this. Huh. Okay. What I thought. Okay. Great. Now I'm seg faulting. Okay. Ah. No, I'm not convinced that memcached doesn't work. I'm reasonably sure it has to do with my fundamental misunderstanding of how decoders work with MIDI audio. You would think something as fundamental as loading something from a memory chunk would just be there. Hello, hello,
Hello.
hello.
How's it going?
Oh, fantastic. I've already got it working. I'm just, finishing up the finer touches. I'm stumped.
Oh, I see.
Uh,
Um,
so, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Basically, I'm trying to load the files through a decoder, and
okay.
and I've got it loading ish, but when I play it back, the sound is corrupted like crazy. Now, I've
Hmm.
basically I've done everything except for the kitchen sink to make sure that the data is not corrupted in any way. I went so far as to reproducing everything natively without the resource packs to see if it
Mm-hmm.
did the same thing, and it does the same exact thing. I I'm convinced that this is the way to go, but I'm also convinced that I'm suffering from a fundamental misunderstanding of how to use the decoder in mini audio. So that's where I'm at.
Okay. Yeah, I'll share a little bit of my experience so far. So, as I mentioned to you before, I did have a little bit of research background knowledge going into this.
Okay.
And yeah, I was trying to implement the same thing because I already had like a kind of working, like a crude version of what I wanted this to be in my game, right? So I
Hmm.
was working towards that.
Yeah.
And I couldn't make it, I couldn't reproduce it in the PegX. I kept like getting, as you would call it, the crackling, like corrupted sound thing, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So here's a tip I might just throw your way because I literally just had this revelation. Have you tried messing with the demos code?
No, I'm not. Well, okay. The only thing I've been doing is like toggling back and forth between um, like whether or not I'm using the resource pack or not.
Right. So my tip to you right now, because I think I've just discovered a revelation, is maybe mess with the demo a little bit more. You might find something interesting.
Okay.
But that's where I'm at. I don't have the answers yet either, and I'm still making progress. But I would say I think I'm onto something.
Okay. All right. All right. Back at it then, huh?
Yep. Good luck.
Good luck. All right. So it sounds like he has an idea of where I'm running afoul. I don't understand how he says that the demo code might be messed up, but if the demo code was messed up, then we'd be having the same problem whether it was the resource pack or not, which is what we're having. Yes, I should probably warn people. By the way, we're programming with sound. Hi. Yeah, all right. Well, we've been here before. Okay. I don't ask me. Wrong chat. Ask them. Okay, so the decoder works for WAV files, but it's not working for the MP3 file. All right, so I am reading, trying to understand more about how to use the decoder. Is it because it's trying to No, it's not. My. Yeah. No, I'm not dead. I'm just trying to figure out what the heck's going on. I'm doing a lot of reading. The monitor's over here, so I'm looking that way a lot. This is frustrating. So, so I'm gonna do something because this is something that's telling me what the problem is without telling me what the problem is. Okay, so when I pointed to the wave file, sample a.wave, and we use the default configuration without sending an encoding format, it builds and it plays the file just fine. So my suspicion that it's the decoder in some way seems valid. If we can trust my file loader up here, and the data here, and the reading of the data here. Now, we know that this is working because when we're pointing it to the wave file, it's reading it fine. In fact, I can demonstrate it by using the one-off sounds, which I haven't touched any of that code yet. And we get identical sounds no matter what. So this confirms a few things. This is helpful diagnostic knowledge. We can rule out this as any culprit. We can rule this out as culprit. And then we start getting into the decoder. And this is where things start getting hairy. Now, we know that when we use the sound initialization from a file, that it figures out how to decode it magically. It just does it. And all of the reference that I've been looking at, all of the examples I've been looking at, suggests that everything that I'm trying should be working, but it's not. And I'm getting frustrated by it because it's hard for me to believe that there's all of these examples of people saying, yeah, this is how I did it and it totally works. This is how I did it and it totally works. But it doesn't. But when I use the built-in file loading function, it does. So there's something wrong with the way that I'm doing it, even though the way that I'm doing it is the way they're telling me to do it. It's like 20 layers of abstraction. Yeah, hold on. A lot. Like, okay, so before we actually dive into that, I want to take a moment to point out that the mini audio file has over 64,000 lines of code in it. Has over 92,000 lines of code in it. Yeah. Maybe the way you read. I don't read like you do, in case you haven't noticed. Okay. Let's start with the file that we know that works. Let's start with the function we know that works. Okay, so takes in a pointer to the engine, pointer to the file path, some flags, a group, a fence, whatever that is, and the actual sound itself. Now, when I load the file, this is null, as is the fence, and then I give it the pointer to the memory access for the sound, the C string for the path, and then a pointer to the engine that's been configured and whatnot. The MA sound config, it initializes the configuration, does all of that stuff, and then calls this MA sound X. And this file is making my IntelliSense choke like crazy. It's still trying to load it. Here we go. All right. I need to take a short break. I'll be back in a minute or two.
Hi again.
Hi. So, apparently I had my mic muted when I just had a miniature rant. All right.
Oh
So,
boy.
so I'm gonna repeat the rant, but with lower intensity. Okay.
Sure.
So I have spent the last like 2 hours chasing down one documentation after another about how to accomplish what I need to be able to accomplish. Here's the the 10,000-foot overview of what needs to happen. I need to be able to uh, read from memory into a decoder, decode the MP3, and then feed it into a sound as a data source. According to all of the documentation, I have code that works. According to the person who wrote the library, I have
Mm-hmm.
code that works. It
Hmm.
doesn't. And quite frankly, I'm not willing to spend however long it's going to take me to do a deep dive into the library itself to track down what the file loader is doing that the data source thing is not doing to find out how to get this to work with what we need to do.
Yeah,
Um,
that's fair.
the reality is like I could demonstrate it. It's very simple. It works with WAV files without a problem. What I've
Mm-hmm.
done. Um, it it loads the MP3 file, claims it decodes it, has all of the success uh, return values,
Yep.
and when you go to play it, it's it's obviously some sort of data corruption, but I've confirmed that I'm not corrupting data when I load the file. Also, all of this I tried to do without even introducing the complications of the resource pack. This is all just like loading a file manually and passing the data into this function. Now I don't know what I could be doing wrong. I really don't. And it's frustrating. Um,
Yeah, I agree with the frustrating part.
so
Honestly, what you've been going through, I have pretty much confirmed myself as well. Like that's what I've been spending time doing as well.
okay, so the both of us have sort of hit the same brick wall then.
Yes.
Okay. Um, then I mean I was happy to concede to you. I figured you got further than I did for some reason.
Well, since I started with some other like piece of code and quickly discovered that like yeah it was being really dumb, that's where all my time troubleshooting went into. And then soon I realized there was, I think it was like, let me look at this real quick in the demo, or not necessarily the demo, but the demo calls get cursor float, right? Like the little seeking bar
Sure.
uses
Yeah.
it.
hmm
And inside of get cursor float was ma sound get length in pcm frames. When I commented that out, the MP3 version stopped doing like the weird crackling stuff. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. Or, well, that's weird, but at least it stopped doing the weird crackly corruption thing. And then I go to try and mscript, and of course, it just doesn't work. It basically breaks. So I'm like, well, dang, I don't know what's up then.
Yeah, you told me to look at the demo, and I'm like looking at the demo. I'm like, no matter what, nothing about the demo needs to change. Like it's like the demo is sort of like the thing that we gotta base on because it already works. Everything else about it works.
Right.
So
So I just discovered that little weird quirk, but obviously it's supposed to work that way. That's
yeah,
what the library's designed to do.
yeah. I'm finding myself in a situation where like in order to get this done, we're gonna have well, I'll have to, or volunteers will have to go in and track down, like I said, like what the file loader is doing that the memory one is not doing, and
Right.
implement that either implement that ourselves, maybe pitch a change to Macron, maybe this is like a regression that he's completely unaware of. Um,
Mm.
so I took the liberty of taking my code and posting it on his Discord channel.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
so so I'm hoping to get some sort of feedback. I told him, I said, first of all, I said, good day. I'm running into a vexing issue, and I explained the problem. And I said, I'm either overlooking something dead simple or there's something drastically wrong. Help,
Right.
please. So I'm waiting to hear back from them. Hopefully, it's something that we're just brain dead and unable to notice. I hope.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's good then.
Yeah.
Hopefully things work out.
All right. So, uh, thanks for thanks for coming, and to all of the viewers out there, I hope it was entertaining. I know you saw a lot of me staring at a screen trying to read and understand stuff. So,
Yeah, it was definitely interesting. I was not expecting to get stuck the way we did.
yeah, I was no joke. I was expecting this to take an hour tops. Like done, like
Yeah.
released, like we're ready to rock. An hour tops.
Yeah.
Boy, was I wrong. All
Yeah.
right.
Will you be like archiving your stream?
Um, I'll have to I'll have to see about how to do that. I'm not a Twitch streamer normally, so I don't know how they do things.
Okay.
Um,
If not, I'm probably just want to like I just want to see like side by side like what we were doing, over the course of time. I think it would just be kind of cool to look at
oh
later.
God, yeah, because you gave me that hint and you showed me that conversation and I gave it a shot, but it didn't. Th- there's like four different ways that I tried to do this, and two of them are variations of the same thing, right? It was like one of those things. I even got to the point to where I was questioning mem copy. Okay.
Yeah, and Javid was joking with me about how I was questioning the C++ version I was compiling with.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I imagine there's some gold in here somewhere, maybe. I don't know. All right.
Yeah.
So, I'd say this was fun, but I think this was more frustrating than fun. We should do something that we know we can do, like maybe we do a pong race or something.
Yeah, I mean the best Pong win. Yeah, we could definitely do something in the future.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you very much, and I'll catch you on the Discord server or wherever else.
Yep. Thank you,
Eh,
Morris.
thank you. All right. And that is it for me. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope I wasn't too boring for you. I hope my frustration didn't upset anybody or anything like that. I know I tend to get a little flippant when I start getting frustrated about things. Um, so this would be about the time where I give an outro saying like, yeah, hey, come on back or whatever. But this is, probably a one-time thing. Maybe we do something else in the future. Maybe we don't. But follow me on X at Moros1138. I make PGE Tinker. I also hang out quite a bit on the One Lone Coder Discord channel. It is a wonderful community. Lots of great people there, and it's definitely worth a stop by. You can see me, you can see Sig, you can see Javid, and all of the other wonderful people in that community. So, until next time, adios.